Chase Lehocky with the Blue Futon, and we are going to discuss the college odds for week 3. I had fun with week 2. We'll see how I did and what I see this week 3 of college football is going to have in store. Week 3. Last week I was 50%, so I had 5 right and 5 wrong. So technically in Vegas, if I had $20 per one, I would have lost money because the house would have taken, like some of that percentage. So you'd only get like $39 back. So I would have lost $5. But hey, that's a win for having fun. But the biggest upset was Marshall and Notre Dame. I told you guys to watch out for that one. That is one where I said, ooh, watch it out. But Marshall actually won. And that was like a plus 1,000 money line. Crazy. But the one I kind of failed with you guys was Texas, Alabama. That was a 1-point game, not a 3-touchdown game. So I'm sorry. I'll give myself a slap. But let's talk about, some 10 games that are happening this week. All right, so Mountain West for Friday, we have Air Force and WYO. WYO is the underdogs by 15 points. That's a hard one. I mean, Air Force doesn't have to travel far. WYO hasn't been that good. WYO does give Air Force a run for its money, but I went against Air Force last week. I'm going to go with Air Force this week, and they're going to cover that 15-point spread. All right, let's see if there's any other big ones. All right, we have UNT and UNLV football. I'm going to have to go with UNT with this one. It is a -3. My brother went to UNT. I had a couple of friends go to UNT. So you know what? I'm going to do the mean green with this one. UNT will cover that 3. All right, any other big ones I want to talk about? Boise's playing someone unknown. Nevada and Iowa. Okay, this might be interesting. It's a 23-point spread. Screw it. I'm going to go with Nevada to at least cover it. There's no way they're going to lose by 3 touchdowns with Iowa. So I think that's a pretty easy one. Right? All right, then we have CSU and WSU. And WSU actually beat Wisconsin last weekend. So that was another huge underdog. I'm going to go with them covering that 16.5. Put money on WSU against Colorado State. The other ones that I really... Okay, we can do Fresno and USC. USC is favored by 12. Push that up. USC. Put money on USC. They're going to win by at least 2 touchdowns. What am I missing on that one? What am I missing? All right, and the last one you could say is San Diego and Utah. Utah is by 21. San Diego usually has a decent football program in the Mountain West. Utah did lose their first game pretty heftily. That's a tough one. But if I had to take a random guess, I think San Diego could keep it within 21. But that's just my personal opinion. All right, so let's look at some other top fun ones, if there are any, for week 3. All right, Kentucky, I'm not going to touch. Michigan, Connecticut, I won't touch. Georgia and the Gamecocks. Georgia is favored by 24. Oh, yeah. They will win by at least 24 for that one. Georgia, take it. Baylor, Texas State, no. Oklahoma, Nebraska. Nebraska is the underdogs by 11.5. Oklahoma. Oklahoma's going to cover that for sure. Put money on Oklahoma to at least win by 12 points. What else do we have? Penn State and Auburn. Auburn's only the underdog by 3. I hate Penn State. So even though I would go with Auburn personally because I don't like Penn State at all. So put me on Auburn. They're at least going to lose by 3. Yes. All right. I think this might be the bigger one, so I'll talk about it later. Ohio State, Toledo, don't care about. Arkansas, don't care about. Tennessee's not a good one. So week 3 doesn't have a lot of good, games coming up. So let's talk about the 3 more I think that need to be talked about. Texas, UTSA. Texas favored by 11. After their performance with Alabama, I think they have some pep in their step. And they're now ranked 21. Oh, yeah. Put that with Texas covering 11. Then we have Miami and Texas A&M. Texas A&M dropped drastically because their loss as well. So Texas A&M is favored by, they're favored by 5.5 against Miami. They might be pissed. But 5.5 against Miami, Texas A&M. go Texas A&M to cover. I think they could at least win by 6. All right, I think the big one this week is going to be BYU and Oregon. Oregon is favored by 3.5. I like underdogs, but I hate BYU as well. I like Oregon uniforms, though. But it's Nike. I don't like Nike. Oh, man. This one's a tough one. I think BYU, I would honestly take BYU over Oregon with that one. Or BYU's the underdog? Yeah, a lot more people are taking BYU. Personally, go with BYU with that one, just in my opinion. And then finally, I like some Big 12 games because actually Kansas is doing weirdly odd good in football this year. So, looking at that game, Kansas and Houston. Houston is favored by 10. Screw it. I'm going to have to go with Kansas. Kansas will not lose by 10. Just my opinion. I don't know if I hit 10 games this week. There wasn't a lot, really. But whatever. This is just for fun. What do you think? Chase out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think is Futonotopia. You Futonians, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. How did you do in week 2? What did your week 3 look like? It's kind of the same as week 2. Just, not the best games, personally.